And now at 5, a former daycare worker now facing charges.
Why prosecutors say she is being charged with battering a child.
And we have ongoing snow showers throughout the area. Some locations getting heavier snow than others. We'll talk about how long those snow showers are going to linger.
And addressing youth violence after a 14-year-old girl was shot and killed.
How community leaders are now hoping to change this troubling crime trend. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News at 5.
Well, check this out. Jeez. Part of I-69 shut down earlier today in Grant County. This is near State Road 26, and it was all caused by the snow showers that ended up creating dangerous road conditions.
This is in Grant County. The sheriff's office there says multiple accidents led to a complete shutdown of all northbound traffic for several hours. If you were watching 13 News at 4, we told you it just reopened within the last 30 minutes or so. Police are encouraging everybody, though, no matter where you are around central Indiana, to allow extra time for your commute tonight. Thanks for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Dustin Grove in for Anne Marie Tiernan.
Yeah, I'm Felicia Lawrence, and we're here with Rob Ellis. And we certainly saw those snow flurries, which I feel like flurry was not the right word to describe
those were big
that.
flakes, and they came down hard and fast.
They did, yeah, and it's been really off and on, and that's been the big problem for drivers on the interstates, because conditions may be fine, and then within minutes, the conditions can change completely, and that's exactly what we saw today. We're still going to see that for the next several hours on radar. We still have some showers that are ongoing, some heavier than others. Most of what's falling from Indy points to the west and northwest. You do see some light to moderate snow showers, but in this area, it's not necessarily coming down at different rates dramatically. But look farther to the east, where you do have some areas where the snow showers come through. They come down in quick bursts, then you have a break, and then you have more of these snow showers. This is where it really creates problems on some of the interstates, and I still think for Madison, for Delaware, for Grant County, we're still going to see these off and on quick little heavy downbursts over the next couple of hours, and then things should improve. We're currently sitting into the 20s and 30s. If we can get this system out of here and break into some clearing, that will allow our temperatures to drop. That clearing will eventually pull our temperatures down into the single digits for tonight. I'll put 6 as the overnight low for tonight, but this is the coldest temperature in our 7-day forecast. It's all uphill from here.
All right, we're looking forward to it, Rob. Thank you so much. And tonight, a former daycare employee is charged with battery on a child after an alleged incident was caught on camera late last year.
Happened at the Kiddie Academy in Greenwood. Our Samantha Johnson went there today. She's breaking down what we've learned.
Joyce Perkins was recently hired at the Greenwood Kiddie Academy, according to staff members. But on November 4th, security cameras inside captured her allegedly slapping a little boy in the face. She told a detective the child spit on her, and she reacted, saying, quote, "I didn't hit him bad. I just gave him a little small tap."
But the video shows otherwise.
Johnson County Prosecutor Lance Hamner says deputies watched Perkins allegedly slap the boy hard enough to spin him around and into a cabinet behind him. Deputies say Perkins can then be heard saying to another employee, quote, "I had to smack him because he spit all in my face."
When something like this happens, we're very surprised.
Thank you for calling Kiddie Academy of Greenwood.
I called the academy Thursday. A staff member confirmed Perkins was fired immediately after the incident. The academy sending us a statement saying in part, quote, "Our academy has a zero tolerance policy for any mistreatment or inappropriate behavior toward children. We extend our sincerest apologies to the child and family affected by this incident and remain committed to supporting them in any way we can."
I think everybody that was involved in this investigation did the right thing.
Perkins is now charged with battery on a child, a level 6 felony. In Johnson County, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
And we checked Perkins' records today. A court date has not yet been set. You can read the full statement from the Academy right now. We've got it posted online at WTHR.com. Tonight, a man is recovering in the hospital after police say he was shot several times inside his home.
Police say that it happened near 30th and North Sherman Drive early this morning on the northeast side. That's where we find our Chase Howell after speaking with the man's mom. And Chase, you learned that it was a neighbor who called police, actually.
That's right. His mom tells me he was able to run next door after being shot 3 times to have them call police. And according to Rosie Jones, the man's mother, he was shot in the face, chest, and his wrist. When police responded, we learned the shooting all went down inside the man's house. As for who could have done the shooting, that's still being investigated.
This is crazy. You're taking a real life. You're taking a real life. I mean, you're taking somebody away from a family that loves them. You're taking a real life. It's not a game.
While we were on scene this morning, we saw police using drones and executing a search warrant looking for the person who may have done the shooting. But as of right now, no suspect has been arrested. Reporting here in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Chase, thank you. IMPD says proactive police led to 3 arrests. Proactive police work led to 3 arrests and the recovery of 2 guns. It happened Wednesday as officers were patrolling near Allisonville Road and East 62nd Street. They say they tried to stop 4 men for jaywalking. 3 of them ran away. Officers followed. 1 fell and took off again, but officers found a gun nearby. They found a second gun after searching the area where one of the men was arrested. Officers also found ammunition, firearm magazines, suspected cocaine, and marijuana. 2 of the men are barred from possessing firearms due to past convictions. Tonight, they're facing several charges, including firearm possession by a serious violent felon and resisting law enforcement. The 3rd was arrested for resisting and for having marijuana. The 4th man, who cooperated with police at the scene, was let go. A Muncie man is in jail tonight accused of promoting child sex trafficking.
His arrest came after a 16-year-old girl in his car called police for help in Marion. Rich Nye has been looking into this case that may involve more victims. Rich?
Felicia and Dustin, this 16-year-old girl, she's also from Muncie, and she says that the man she was with in Marion last weekend is known for selling kids for dope in the Anderson area, and he participates in sex trafficking. She was in the man's car on 4th Street in Marion Saturday about 7 a.m. She called police and said the man was holding her legs and would not let her get out of the car. When officers arrived, they found cuts on the girl's red and swollen face. She told police the 28-year-old man from Muncie was planning to sell her for crack cocaine that evening. Then he refused to take her back to Muncie unless she had sex with him. Marion police are investigating if there are other victims.
What my concern is maybe the underreporting of it, because it took this juvenile, it took a lot of guts and to report it and come in and give a statement that she gave to give us probable cause to make the arrest right then. So that's a lot of bravery that she has shown.
The Grant County prosecutor plans to file formal charges tomorrow. And at 6 o'clock, we'll hear from a local organization on the front line of fighting human trafficking.
All right. Difficult details to hear there, Rich. Thank you. Happening tonight, a community meeting to address safety and violence in Marion County.
And it comes after a 14-year-old girl was shot and killed earlier this month. Marina Silva is live at Frederick Douglass Park.
Marina, how are community leaders hoping to address this problem?
Well, Dustin and Felicia, that meeting is set to start in less than an hour, and it's hosted by the Marion County Youth Violence Coalition. Now, it's meant to offer support and come up with ways to curb youth violence. And like you said, it was dedicated to 14-year-old Deandra Staples, who was found shot in the snow in an apartment complex earlier this month. She was dead by the time anyone found her. Her family says the last time they saw her was when she left with some friends the night before. Now, we are expecting to hear from leaders and advocates about what can be done for youth violence. So like I said, it's expected to start in under an hour. It's supposed to last a couple of hours, and it's open to the public for anybody who would like to join and come and speak their thoughts about youth violence. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Marina Silva reporting live this evening. Thank you so much. Also happening tonight, a meeting to discuss details of a major project on US 40 in Plainfield. NDOT is getting ready to launch the US 40 for All project. The project will enhance travel and safety for all users, including pedestrians. But drivers will see some closures while work is taking place. An open house is getting underway at 5:30 at Hendricks Live on West Main Street. NDOT's presentation starts at 6.
All right, from the Colts complex today, we are hearing for the first time from the newest coaching hire.
Lou Anarumo is taking over as the defensive coordinator. He has 36 years of coaching experience, including the last 13 NFL seasons. And he spent his last 6 years with the Cincinnati Bengals, but was let go after a disappointing 2024 season.
He says he's seen some Colts players talk about complacency and bad practice habits last season. He's hoping he's going to be able to bring some fresh eyes and a fresh start to the team's defense. Take a listen here.
Good players, great players want to be coached. They want to know the truth. All right? That's always been the case. And if they don't, then there's probably a little bit of an issue there. But the best ones I've ever been around, coach me hard. Tell me what you want. And I've always found that to be true.
The Colts let former defensive coordinator Gus Bradley go at the end of last season.
The Bengals defense finished last season in 25th place. The Colts were even lower. They ranked 29th in the NFL.
Congratulations tonight to Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman. He was named the 2024 Paul Bear Bryant Coach of the Year. It comes after that historic season for the football Fighting Irish. They finished with a 14-2 record, including wins in the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl, and of course as the runner-up in the national championship Monday night. Freeman has been with Notre Dame for over 3 years, first as an assistant and now as head coach, posting an overall record of 33 wins, 10 losses.
And some breaking news just into the newsroom. A big crash near Westfield is backing up traffic tonight.
This is a live look at US 31 near State Road 38. You can see we've had some heavy snow off and on all afternoon that's been causing a number of crashes around the interstate system. Again, this is US 31 near State Road 38, just north of Westfield. Looks like all lanes are closed in that direction. We'll keep an eye on it, give you an update as soon as we learn of it. Still ahead at 5, state lawmakers are taking action addressing immigration.
New actions Indiana police could take if one bill becomes law. But first, President Trump has big plans for immigration in the U.S.
Up next, how agencies across the country are preparing to enforce potential changes. Rob?
Well, we are looking at temperatures to continue warming as we get into the weekend, but we still have a cold night ahead. I'll talk about those temperatures coming up.